Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Movie Man Beyond. Today I'm going to be talking about the movie that was released on Peacock, meant to be a horror, called They/Them. Oh boy. Anyways, let's do it. So They/Them was a straight to streaming platform release on Peacock. Well, I might offend some people with what I'm about to say, but it is mainly due movie wise and the fact that it's a downright terrible movie. Kevin Bacon attaching his name to this is, I don't know what he was thinking. To start off, the premise is a lot of it's like like one of these camps where they try to, it's like is it reaffirm, whether like they try and tell you what you're not and try and like sort of get it, not beat it out of you, but that type of thing. So just say you were gay and they would try and they'll send you this camp and try and like tell you you're not gay and get it out of you, that kind of thing. So there's gays, there's transgenders, all this type of stuff, and they/them is that pronoun thing that I don't follow either way. So and basically it's just a sort of I can't get it. I watched it yesterday. It's meant to be a horror. You see one death at the beginning, and then it takes maybe another 45 minutes for another death to happen. There will be spoilers. None of the transgender gay group get killed. It's all the counsellors. There's like 6 counsellors, including Kevin Bacon. They all end up being killed, which doesn't make sense. I thought this film was sort of meant to be, like hating on them, but in fact the producers and the actual film company themselves were probably a bit too scared to pull the trigger on that. So none of the main, what you would think, cast get killed. Let's go through the stereotypes. You've got the final girl or final boy. They don't want to be either. So when they get split off into camps, you got the boys and the girls. She stands there, so you know that she's the main one, and says, "Oh, she's a transgender," and she's going in this. Why is another transgender cabin? Kevin Bacon's like, "Well, I haven't built one. It's not really." Excuse me. It's not really a thing, sort of. It this hasn't been an influx, so instantly don't like the main one. The other stereotypes, there's the angry Asian lesbian. You've got the over-the-top gay guy. You've got a jock who's gay. You've got a gay woman. You've got gays in the background that they're not really featured, and there's another. I can't work out if this was a woman or if this is a guy. It's very confusing. He's got long black hair. He's a Brazilian. I looked it up, tried to get information on it. I don't know what's going on. So, like, it's very confusing. And that's not just me being a dick trying to like stir controversy, because I just didn't have a clue what was going on, who was meant to be where, and so there's the deaths you don't see. It's sort of all off camera, or the camera cuts. The therapy obviously doesn't work because there's people that work there that apparently had the therapy, but they're still looking at the guy's still looking at pictures of dudes, and the girl's still looking at pictures of women. But they're not really actors. These all seem to be the first role in a movie, and it's just absolutely terrible. Like, no wonder it didn't get released in the cinema. And then this part is really fucking horrendous. About 40 minutes into the movie, they suddenly bring in a song singing Pink's song "Fucking Perfect," and it is absolutely cheesy. I honestly had to look away. I just couldn't believe what was coming over me. It was like High School Musical. It's honestly, it's terrible. No one that's got the worst, some shit reviews. I mean, they're trying to do things for this community with this movie. To be honest, it sets them back, because it doesn't paint any of that community in a positive light. It's more sort of it more paints them like assholes. Like, even on a comment of there's a cleaner or janitor or caretaker of the cabins, and he just looks over, and the Asian lesbian like has a pop at him. No, something about not like, I'm not on the fucking team you're looking for, or something like that. And it's just like, that's just uncalled for. Like, what is the point in that? But yeah, the main one's like a Mary Sue character. They're doing like target. They're shooting a target with like a rifle. Challenges the main guy, main 6'5" bloke, and he gets three sort of in the middle of the target. When it's his turn, just it cuts to the target, just rapid boom 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 boom, all bang on in the middle, and I was just no. Nah, film wise, it's it's not even horror. Not even horror. I don't know how they try to pass that off. It's tacky, it's nasty, it's downright cheap, it's horrible. What for a film that's an hour 40, it felt like a 3-hour movie, honestly. And when you're waiting for the deaths to happen, there was just massive gaps, and the mask, the killer, isn't unique. It's a bit shit. Probably see it coming a mile off. And as you would think that it's all to do if they've been doing this for years to other kids and stuff. And to be honest, this film just didn't need to exist. It just seemed like another political statement, which I'm fucking tired of in movies or TV shows. It just feels like everything's like a token gesture, or they'll change this character for that reason, just to fit in, because they're scared of the backlash. And the internet makes out like the minority is the majority. I've always said that, but nah, not one for me. And if it offends people, well, I can't do anything about that. That's just the way I see it, and they should never ever go down that route of making those movies. So, but I believe Kevin Bacon still doesn't like to talk about Friday the 13th. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure he doesn't. But yet, he'd put his name to this piece of shit. Nah, definitely worst film of the year for me. So, yeah, that was them, whatever the fuck I want to call it. Not for me, guys. Not for me. I would definitely recommend not to check it out. So, yeah. I'll probably see you in my next review, which will be after this one. Day shift. Completely different experience of that. And I watched this in the same day, so Good thing I watched that one first, right? So yeah, okay guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.